Welcome back. Do your finances feel blurry? Maybe it's time to get 20/20 financial vision. Local financial professional Mike Kojonen is back with us tonight with 4 ways to bring our future into focus and reframe our money. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for having me, Jeff.
So what is a financial vision?
Well, it's the ability to see your financial future with complete clarity and understanding, which we're not born with 20/20 vision with their finances. So it's my job, my firm's job, to teach people, coach them, help them understand their financial future, so that, just from a different perspective, so they have a lot more understanding with it.
So you're playing optometrist for us today.
Yeah.
What are the steps we need to do to create that 20/20, which is a nice play on words for the year and for our vision, that 20/20 financial vision?
Yeah, the first thing is find that right prescription. Just as we might need lenses we're talking about to see more clearly, but we need to have that financial plan in place. And there's so many parts of that plan. It's income planning, it's distribution planning, how you take your money out, tax planning, estate planning, long-term care planning. So there's so much planning needs to be done, and so you got to work with a professional who can do all that and navigate that for you. But as we get older, that prescription changes. And so just because you have something in place doesn't mean that's what it's going to be, because your first 20 to 30 years with a plan or prescription is going to change. It's going to be a different one the last 20, 30 years in retirement.
And in addition to working on the prescription, we also just want to know the health of our eyes when we go to the optometrist. So for this plan, what we want to know about our plan's health.
Yeah, if you have a plan in place, get an analysis to see, how is it going to handle your plan in the future? Is it keeping up with inflation? What about the volatility of your plan? Will you run out of money? So a lot of people forget about keeping up with inflation, and you don't want to run out of money before you run out of life. Money runs out at 82 or 85, you live till 90. But I think the biggest thing is, as you're getting older, is the less risk we should be taking on. If you're 60 years old, 12 years ago you were my age, 48 years old, and you had time for the market to go through recovery and come back.
Yep.
But now you're 60, it's like, I want to retire soon. Can you afford to have another 2008? So typically, the older we get, the less risk you should have, so you have to make some adjustments with that plan.
Now, some of our viewers might understand this, but you're saying look at your finances through bifocals. I'm not there yet. I'm sure I will be. What do you mean by that type of vision?
Yeah, bifocals gives you the ability to see near and far, but short-term goals, long-term goals. So we should have those short-term goals in place, which is, of course, getting rid of that debt, that credit card debt, student loan debt, even consumer debt, like personal loans. But long-term goal, which is going to be retirement dates and maybe that second home, that retirement home, but legacy planning, doing a revocable trust or a giving, charitable remainder trust. One thing that just recently passed a couple months ago is the Secure Act, which is going to greatly affect how your children will receive your IRAs, because they can no longer stretch it out over their lifetime. So tax-wise and legacy planning has been really impacted. So get with your financial professional to find out how that impacts you.
And this sounds like something you don't want to just work on one time. This is something that we should be doing regularly, like going to check your eyes.
Right, yeah, get regular checkups. It's not a set it and forget it type retirement plan. Get with your financial professional, whether it's every quarter or biannually at least, so you can see where's your plan, is it on track? What has been adjusted? Do you have any unexpected medical expenses, or maybe you just lost a spouse? We want to make sure you're on track, that we're both doing our job as the advisor or as the client, that they're keeping with the expenses they say they're going to keep, and we're keeping up with what we're holding our end of the bargain as well. So we can make tweaks, because if you get too far down the line, it might be too late to make those adjustments.
Like you said, you got to revisit your plan. Sometimes there might be some adjustments.
Yes, absolutely.
Mike, thank you again for coming out and
me.
sharing this advice for us. For more money advice from Mike, just go to WCCO.com.